writing, so they are making trouble.
Yes.
You must give back my father's writing. Not now, in the next days. My mother cannot take it.
He asked me to take it to England.
Not possible now, but thank you.
But he asked me to take it.
Not possible now. Now they search writing at the airport because they are seeing you come to your apartment. You have too much contact. Maybe they are seeing us now. It's possible.
I ought to tell you. I came to the apartment to give the thesis back. I refused him. But he was afraid he might be stopped. I thought he just meant searched, not arrested.
Too quick, too quick.
What do you want me to do?
My father's friend, he's come to Philosophy Congress today.
Tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. You give him the writing. It's called Jan. It's okay. Good friend.
Jan.
Zítra to přinese Honzovi do univerzitky.
Dobře.
We go home now.
I'm sorry. What will happen to him?
Co říkal?
Se vidět, co bude s tátou.
Ruzině.
That is in prison. Ruzině.
I will, of course, try to help in England. I'll write letters, check ambassador, my friends too in our government. Now listen, I'm personally friendly with important people, the Minister of Education, people like that.
Prosím, pomůžte Pavlu.
Mrs. Hollow, I'll do everything I can for him.
Oh, hello. Sorry, are we making too much noise?
No, it's all right, but I heard you were still up, and I wondered if I could ask a favour of you. I wonder if I could borrow your typewriter.
A typewriter?
Yes.
Well, I'm leaving in the morning.
Well, I'll let you have it back first thing, because I'm leaving on the afternoon plane myself.
Oh, all right.
Well, that's most kind. Sounds as if you've got McKendrick in there.
Oh, is he one of yours?
Oh, I wouldn't put it like that.
You're getting tight as a tick.
Yes.
Listen, you couldn't collect him, could you? It's going to get cloudy.
Oh, go ahead and clout it if you like.
No, it's not me. It's Broadbent and a couple of the lads. Your pal sort of latched onto us in the bar. He really ought to be getting home.
Yes, all right. I'll see what I can do.
No use expecting them to be little gentlemen when their heroes behave like yobs. No, let me finish. You've got yobs on the pitch, you're going to have yobs on the terraces.
Well, some of us are.
Anderson, very man I wanted to see. We're having a philosophical discussion here about the yob ethics of professional footballers.
You want to watch it, mate?
Now, Roy here is sensitive because he gave away a penalty today by a deliberate foul. To stop a certain goal, he hacked a chap down. After all, a penalty might be saved. Broken legs are quite rare. No, it's perfectly all right. You were simply adopting the utilitarian values of the game for the good of the side, for England. Not talking about individual acts of expediency, no, I'm talking about the whole ethos.
McKendrick, don't you think it's about time we retired?
Now, I've played soccer for years and years. I played soccer from the age of 8 until I was 13, at which point I went to a rugger school. But even so, Tommy there will tell you that I still consider myself something of a left-winger. Sorry about the business in the lift, by the way, Tommy. One thing I remember clearly from all those years and years is that when two players go for a ball, which then goes into touch, there is never any doubt among those players which of them touched the ball last. I can't remember one occasion in all those years and years when the player who touched the ball last didn't realize it. So, what I want to know is, why is it that on Match of the Day, every bloody time the ball goes into touch, both players claim the throw-in for their own side. I merely ask for information. Is it because they're very, very stupid? Or is it because a dishonest advantage is as welcome as an honest one?
Oh, well, look, it's been a long evening, old chap.
Tomorrow's another day.
Tomorrow, in my experience, is usually the same day. Have a drink.
No.
All right. Well, here's a question for anthropologists. Name me a tribe which organizes itself into teams for sporting encounters and greets every score against their opponents with paroxysms of childish glee, whooping, dancing and embracing and an ecstasy of crowing self-congratulation in the very midst of their disconsolate fellows. Now, who are these primitives who pile all their responses into the immediate sensation, unaware or uncaring of the long undulations of life's fortunes? Yes! You've got it! It's the Yob of the Month competition. Entries on a postcard, please. But the question is it because they're working class? Or is it because financial greed has corrupted them? Or is it both?
Kendrick, you're being offensive.
Now, Anderson here is one of life's cricketers. Clap, clap. Well played, sir. Bad luck, old chap. Now, a comparison with cricket may well suggest to you that Yob ethics are working class. But you'd be quite wrong. Let me refer you, for example, to a typical rugby team of Welsh miners. A scorer is greeted with pride, but with restraint. The scorer himself composing his features into an expressionless mask, lest he might be suspected of exulting in his opponent's misfortunes. My God, it does the heart good, doesn't it? I conclude, therefore, that Yob ethics are based on financial greed.
That is what you ass.
Ah! Now, you think it's adulation, do you? Is it adulation, Tommy, which has corrupted you? Eh?
What's he flaming on about? Well, I think it's time
No.
to shut eye.
No, I want to know what he's saying to me. He's giving me the need.
Yes, may I remind you that you profess to be something of a pragmatist yourself in matters of ethics?
Yes, I see. You think that because I don't believe in reliable signposts along the yellow brick road to Rainbow Land, you think that I'm a bit of a yob myself, eh? The swift kick in the kneecap on the way up the academic ladder, the Roy Broadbent of Stoke. Stoke's my team.
Look, someone tell this stupid bugger his philosophy is getting up my nostrils.
You're not making much sense, you know.
Now, Grayson here has a fine, logical mind. He's put his finger on the floor in my argument, namely, that the reason that footballers are yobs may be nothing to do with being working class or with financial greed, or even with being footballers. It may simply be that football attracts a certain type of person, namely, yobs.
Good on you, Roy. Well, I ain't going to bed.
You can't say that sort of thing and get away with it.
Where's his room?
On the third floor.
Bloody hell.
He's waking up, Roy.
He's all right.
I'll take him down in the lift. I'll come back for the typewriter.
All right, I've gone too far as usual. Let's talk about something else, shall we?
Here, that bloody Girosec. Just like you said.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't teach you nothing at that place, then.
No. I propose in this paper to take up a problem which many have taken up before me, namely the conflict between the rights of individuals and the rights of the community. I'll be making a distinction between rights and rules. I'll seek to show that rules, insofar as they're related to rights, are a secondary and consequential elaboration of primary rights. And I'll be associating rules generally with communities and rights generally with individuals. I'll seek to show that a conflict between the two is generally a pseudo-conflict arising out of one side or the other pressing a pseudo-right. Although claiming priority for rights over rules where they are in conflict, I'll be defining rights as fictions acting as incentives to the adoption of practical values. And I'll further propose that although these rights are fictions, there's an obligation to treat them as if they were truths. And further, that although this obligation can be shown to be based on values which are based on fictions, there's an obligation to treat that obligation as though it were based on truth, and so on ad infinitum.
Pardon me, Professor. This is not your paper.
In what sense? I'm indisputably giving it.
It is not the paper you were invited to give.
I wasn't invited to give a particular paper.